What is up, guys? Today we are going to be joined by Killshot66 and we are going to do Minecraft news. In Minecraft news, we are going to go over every block in the new update and like get a little tour of everything. So, without further ado, let's start it off right now.
Do you like tall girls or short girls?
Men.
Okay, we are back with the new blocks. So, we're gonna start off with the mangrove everything. First up, we got the mangrove logs. On top, it looks pretty cool, I'd say. And when it's stripped, it looks like this. It's pretty nice, I'd say. When you get the wood and you make it into planks, it looks like that. That would be pretty good for like a barn or something. So yeah. Here are the stairs and slabs. I think my personal favorite are the stairs. You could use it for like an old-timey house, if you know what I mean. Next up, we got the mangrove fence. It looks pretty good when you like chain it together. It's pretty nice. Now we got the mangrove fence gate. It's pretty nice, I'd say. It's like a fence, because it is. Now we got the mangrove door. I actually really like the design of this. How about you, Shot?
Oh yeah, I do like the design. I'm not a huge fan of the color of the new wood, but the design is really good.
Yeah. Okay, next up we got the mangrove like trapdoor. I think it's pretty cool because you can look through it, and a lot of people are using it to make Among Us characters, so that's interesting. We got the mangrove sign. Looks pretty nice, I'd say. I like how the bottom of it right here is like still like the tree and stuff, so I think it looks really nice. So next up we got the mangrove leaves. It looks really nice. I love the leaves. It can be used for like a driveway or something like that. Okay, now we got this sapling right here. What do you think about it, Shot?
Oh, I like the new mechanics on how you can get them. Instead of just breaking down the trees, you can just harvest them from the trees itself.
Yeah, we better break this before it grows into a full-size tree.
Yeah.
It did that once and I spent like 30 minutes breaking it down. Okay, next up we're gonna move on to the mud. So yeah. We got mangrove roots. This doesn't really go with mud, but you'll get what I mean in a sec. Here's the mud on top of mud. Oh wait, I should move back here. Here's the mud right here. And then with the mud and roots, we get muddy mangrove roots. It's pretty cool, I guess. I couldn't see anyone using it in a build, but anyways, now we got the packed mud. You take mud and wheat, and it basically packs it together into this, and then you take 4 packed mud and make mud bricks, and then put it into a stone cutter, and then you can make mud brick stairs. That's a bad angle. Mud brick stairs like that. It looks pretty nice, I'd say. Mud brick wall looks like that when you like connect it with others. I think it's really nice.
I know, I do like that.
Like I always say, I would love to make a pizza oven out of these bricks.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, now let's move on over to the chest boats.
Okay, another new thing that was added in 1.19 were the chest boats. So let's go over them. First of all, we have the oak chest boat. It might be one of my favorite chest boats because it just looks really cool. And
yeah, it's nice and simple.
Yeah, it's nice and simple. And yeah. Now let's move on to spruce. So with the spruce, this is one of my other favorites. I have many favorites, but this one, the wood of the chest really matches well with the actual boat itself. So
yeah, I think this one might be my favorite overall. It just looks like a boat from like olden times, I guess. I don't really know.
Yeah. The birch boat is kind of good. Maybe not my favorite, but
yeah, it's still pretty nice.
It's better than the one to the right of it, and let's move on to that. The jungle. This might just
It's
be my least favorite, but
I like it a lot more than the ones we have next.
yeah.
So yeah, let's move on to the acacia.
The acacia is just too
Acacia.
orange for me.
Yeah, it looks like you're driving an orange with a chest on it.
Yeah.
I think I'm good without.
Yeah.
Dark oak. I actually like dark oak. Dark oak is the last one that I'll say I like because this one is also just kind of cool.
Yeah, the mangrove one is kind of just
It's pretty mid.
Yeah.
Say it's pretty mid.
I'd rate it a 6.5 out of 10. But yeah.
I would say more like I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah. I can see that. Well, let's move on to the frog zone. Okay guys, so now we are in the frog corner. Let's review all of the new frogs that were released in this update.
Starting off with the white frog, I'd say it's pretty good. I mean, it's not my favorite. I actually think it's my least favorite. It's just too plain
Yeah.
for me.
So this one spawns in the mangrove swamps. So,
Yeah, and any like super warm biomes. I
Yeah.
believe that one spawns in deserts too.
Okay.
Move on to the copper one. This one can be found in most like tree places, I think, and like grasslands. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I like the copper, how it like shines on almost.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. This
Yeah,
one's
actually-
maybe my second favorite.
it's my second favorite.
The green
Now
one
to
has
the
to take it.
overall the best frog ever. We got the green one. The green one is very just awesome.
Yeah.
I love the green one.
Yeah, the green
Um,
one is just the overall the cutest frog in my opinion.
Yeah.
It just looks very nice.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the tadpoles.
Let's move
They
over to our tadpole zone.
when the frogs like mate in a certain zone, they place what they call frog spawn in the nearest water. So it like is like that, and then they grow into tadpoles, which are right over here.
Yeah, so the tadpoles are pretty cute. They're like pufferfish, but like deflated.
Deflated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one other thing that I forgot. Here are the different frog lights that can spawn from these different frogs eating a magma cube.
Yeah, so if the green one eats the magma cube, it produces the green frog light. If the white one eats the magma cube, it turns into
I
the
think
purplish
it's the
one.
purple one. Don't
Yeah.
like take us for granted if this is wrong, but this is all theoretical because green, copper, and white, purple, I guess.
Yeah, so the
That
copper
doesn't
one
really make much sense.
produces
but
the green, so...
yeah, I
well,
didn't really feel like
the gold.
researching it.
The gold looks very good for like a bed, like a night
Mhm.
light. So I
Yeah,
I
the
could
other
put
ones
this in
are
my
just
builds.
kind of,
Eh.
I don't know. They could be used for some other bases and like jungles, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all the frog lights and everything in the mangrove swamp. So without further ado, we can move on to the ancient city.
Okay, guys, so we are down here in the ancient city now, and Darth's gonna reveal all of the new ancient city blocks that have been released in this update.
Yep, and then we're gonna give a tour of this area because it's really cool. First up, we're gonna go with all the skulk blocks and then move on to like music discs. Okay, this is the normal like skulk block. I actually think it's really nice. I like how it sparkles. It looks like a galaxy almost.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, and then next up, just look on the top of this and over here. This is what the skulk vines kind of look like. They're pretty nice, I'd say. I like how they hang off of the skulk and some other blocks as it spreads with the next block. With the skulk catalyst. Ooh. Basically, if a mob dies on top or near this Skulk Catalyst, it will spawn Skulk in and it will spread. I think it's really cool because it gives lore as like, because when you kill the warden, it drops this, so it's like a last thing to let the species survive, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
I like how you could like use this. It
yeah,
looks good, and its mechanics are pretty cool.
yeah. So next up, let's make sure we don't set this off. Actually, let's just start off with Skulk. We got the Skulk sensor. As you can see, it gives off, basically, when you move, it gives off particle effects a little bit, and then it, like, gives a redstone signal. So it's like a motion sensor, basically, for the Skulk.
Yeah, I like its redstone aspect and things, and the
Yeah, so you
redstone
can
builds
make,
that
like,
you
a
can do.
trip mine or something.
Yeah, the redstone builds that you can accomplish with this are insane.
And also, the Skulk species itself actually has a trip mine that spawns. The mob will show in a bit. This is the Skulk Shrieker. This is basically the thing that spawns the warden if it gets enough signal from the Skulk sensors, and we should break this because it's gonna give 3 signals, and then we're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, in the chests around this whole area, there will be disc fragments that can spawn, and they look like that. I think they're pretty nice. And once you get 9 of them, they spawn into this music disc, which I actually really like the design. How about you?
Oh yeah, the design is really cool. I like the difference in all the like this music disc is so different than all the others in design, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah. Next up, this is one of the really useful and cool features of this update. You can also search the chest from this area, and sometimes it'll spawn in these, um, echo shards, they're called. And then you get, I think it's just eight of these, and then you put a compass in the middle and surround it in them, and it spawns this, oh, whoops, this, compass right here. Keep picking it up. Okay, this compass, it, like, points in the direction of where you last died, and I think it's really cool because the design is, like, super blue and
It looks
galaxy.
it looks like the music disc just with a like
Oh yeah,
compass thing in the middle.
yeah, I actually think it's really cool how that works, and the mechanic is just awesome
Yeah.
overall. Now, let's move on to the tour of the whole
Ancient city.
ancient city.
Yep.
Okay, so we are in the ancient city. So
Let's
let's
just take a tour of it.
yeah. Um so we got one of the little tower things over here. I don't really understand the lore behind it. It might just be a cool structure. I
They
think
kind of
that's
look
the
like
most likely.
pillagers.
Yeah, they kind of do look like pillager outposts. Um I think a chest usually can spawn in one of these, but I don't think it has spawned right
Yeah.
now. And over here, let's show the chest we got. So here's some of the chest loot that can spawn. We got music discs, soul torches, enchantments. Oh yeah, there is a new enchantment called Swift Sneak, and it makes it so when you crouch, you move way faster. And
Yep.
with the
So we'll go show
amethyst
that.
shards and everything, so yeah.
Except the weird thing about the Swift Sneak is instead of putting it on your boots, you put it on your pants for some reason. I don't
Yeah.
really get it. Maybe it's because like what's it called?
Oh yeah, and we got
Like
echo
soul
shards in there.
swiftness.
I'm gonna move.
Yep. Oh no.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea to be over there.
Yeah.
Let's just move straight on to the centerpiece right here. That's what the code name for it is, I think. City Center,
Yep.
actually. Um, we think this might be a portal to fourth dimension, I believe. Do we? Yeah,
Yep.
fourth dimension. Because over here, this little structure right here, I'm gonna break this. This is too dangerous. Um, this structure right here, the code name for it was city center. Okay, I gotta break all of these.
Yeah, they're very bad. Oh no.
This is
This
very
is
risky. This is just how risky it is. Um, so yeah, this was named portal statue, so that's why we think that's a portal. And all of the carpet around here, if you like walk on it, it doesn't make any sounds to the skulk.
Yeah, which is what where this is where some lore comes in, because the people who were living down here must have known that the warden existed, so when they built it, they added wool so that the warden wouldn't spawn.
Oh yeah, and they did actually know that the warden existed because I don't know why, but they're stupid and they summoned a wither, and they like ran down here and they had like a portal while they were hiding, and then they used different power sources, which we'll show you later, to power this portal. And when they opened it, they thought like maybe something that could help them would come through, but then the warden kind of came out, and then its species started spreading, and they knew that motion would like trigger it, so they like took a skulk sensor and like experimented with it. So that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
The Should we go down into the secret area?
So the warden kind of saved them, but also not at the same time.
Yeah.
And with this specific city center thing, to trigger the door, you have to go on this specific block, jump on it, then down here a little thing will open. Oh. And then I'll show you this whole like secret area of where like the different redstone things they're experimenting with look like.
So a lot of the like new blocks are redstone based, so you can use them in the redstone, such as if you use like the skulk sensor, I'm pretty sure, it can activate like redstone, which is really cool.
Yeah, and they're experimenting with how powerful the different signals of different sounds make and different activities that you do.
Yeah. So once you're
Yeah,
in
it's
here,
pretty
how do you
cool.
get out?
Basically, once you open the door up initially, you either one break out, or two you flip this lever, and this is actually kind of permanent. I mean, when you're in here, you can like close it again. But once you're up here and you jump on it again, I believe it doesn't close the door again. So that it's like basically once you open it, it's permanently open until you go in.
Yeah, and another example of how this redstone works is these lights. If you make like a noise, like if you jump near these lights, the skulk sensor will pick it up and activate this lamp, which is really cool in my opinion.
Yeah, I actually like the design of them too. I think it's really smart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
and we forgot one new block, which is the reinforced team
portal.
slate, which is supposedly the portal block. Because
Yeah,
you
it
can't
has
really
like
break it.
similar
And now let's
aspects
move
of
on
but
to what the warden looks like. We built this indestructible, quote unquote, indestructible cage for it.
Hang up that computer call. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Okay, so we're back in here. Let's open the top of it. Let's spawn in the warden.
So this is the warden, the most deadly mob in Minecraft. So in case you did not know, the warden has 500 health. The ender dragon has 200. Yeah, so the ender
300
dragon
more
has
than the ender dragon. This is
which is
basically the
insane.
guard for its species, the skulk. As you can hear, it's very kind of loud when it steps. So yeah, and there's new like particle effects and stuff, which are really cool. And the warden can actually fit through a 1 block wide, 3 block tall hole, which is really weird. But
And-
they still can't get through the strip mine holes.
Yep. So fun fact about wardens, they are completely blind, so they can only follow you if they can hear you. That's why you need to walk on the wool so that the warden cannot track you down. Because if it finds you, it will kill you. And it's bearing itself down. So that's what happens after it
What
goes.
the?
Yeah. So usually there will be ground under that. That's what happens when it despawns. Like if it can't hear us, it'll just act like it was like a false alarm and it'll just go back under.
Yeah, it'll just despawn basically, which
Yep.
is really cool. And I actually had no idea that happened.
Yeah. So
So that's
and
really
this,
cool. I'd say.
yeah, the summoning
Um,
animation is basically that. Just it comes out of the ground.
Yeah.
But
Actually, do you want to show that? The summoning
yeah,
animation?
here, let's head over here where we already set it off a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, so that screams. So that just did it once. So
And that's
two.
one of the new particle effects.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, that just came out of like a corner. But very loud, so you'll definitely know when it spawns.
Yeah.
But just know as soon as it spawns, like if it hears me running. Wait, I'm the.
And you can trigger the shrieker
Yeah.
so that it 3 times before it spawns.
See, so I can throw snowballs at it, which is another useful thing that you can find in the chest. If you throw snowballs, it makes noise, so the warden will come to it. You can also, if you're very, if you have the guts to want to trap a warden in your house, you can use snowballs to lure it over to places.
Oh yeah, so that's pretty cool. So you
Which-
can actually trap the mob pretty easily, I'd say.
Yeah, I would never do this because it is way too dangerous in survival, but
Yeah.
I mean, some people have already done it, so.
You'd need a big box because you'd need to dodge around it and then jump out of the hole that you made and then place a block and then, yeah, it would be nice. But it would only be in there for a little while because it would have to despawn.
Yeah. But, so
But
this
yeah,
is the
that-
warden.
That concludes the Minecraft update in a nutshell.
Yeah, Minecraft update in a nutshell. Oh, also about the warden,
Oh yeah.
it has souls in its chest, which is
Oh
another
yeah,
really cool
that's
thing.
really cool. So basically, the skulk species likes to feed off of souls
And mangrove trees
and
are cool.
XPs and XP.
Yeah.
So that's about it with this whole update, and I will see you, everybody, in our next Minecraft. So yeah.